What's up, Sky Squad? We are in the building, back with a quick news update for you guys. For those of you guys who are out there, listen, it's about to go down right now. It's your boy, Richie Skye, back with another video. Listen, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down low, hit that notification bell button, join the texting community so I can text you as soon as a new video drops, y'all, okay? We about to get into some things real quick. I'm not even gonna hold y'all long. I just want y'all to get the tea and grab it and go. This is drive-by tea right now. You know what I'm saying? Drive-by tea. And so we're gonna get into the doggone thing. Also, if you're in the chat, let me know where you are watching in the chat from, okay? Let me know where you guys are watching from while we get straight into what we gotta talk about. So first thing is first, Bravo is actually getting ready to premiere a new show called Race in America, a movement, not a moment. Now, it's a special that is being hosted by E's Nina Parker, and it's labeled as a very important discussion about race, okay? Now, the press release reads, Bravo is bringing an intimate roundtable discussion, Race in America, to televisions everywhere on Sunday, August the 9th at 10 p.m. It's hosted by E's Nina Parker. The dialogue about race inequality will feature Bravo celebrities, both black and white, like Garcelle Beauvais from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Porsha Williams from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Dr. Britton from Married to Medicine LA. Maybe that's hope that we'll get another season of that. And Leah McSweeney from the Real Housewives of New York City, okay? They say in this climate, it's important that we continue to have the uncomfortable conversations, honest discussions, and thoughtful debates that push us to the next level of understanding. I'm so thrilled, this is what Nina Parker said, to have been a part of this special event that showcases so many different stories of truth, okay? So we'll also have Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker, Giselle Bryant, Toya Bush Harris and Dr. Eugene Harris, Dr. Simone Whitmore, and Bronwyn Wyndham Burke from the Real Housewives of Orange County, as they offer their thoughts and personal stories on the Black Lives Matter movement, racial equality in America, the values of allies, Karens, and their privilege, and the role voting plays in changing the system, and many other topics. The three doctors on the panel will also provide their unique perspectives on race in the medical world. So again, this is going to be a 90-minute special on August the 9th, at 10 p.m. So you guys set your DVRs and all that good stuff for that. Shout out to Bravo for at least trying to, elevate the conversation and amplify Black voices. So we have that bit of information. And so I want to go ahead and touch on the next topic that we got to talk about, which is your girl NeNe Leakes is bringing us some breaking news. Thanks to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk. If you guys are not following the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram, I don't know what you are doing. Kyle and them got it lit over there. So make sure you guys give them a follow, like the post, share it as much as you possibly can. And without even giving you any further ado, let's go ahead and stage dive into what NeNe had to say. Let's take a listen to this.
Going on, So I'm still in a holding pattern. Let me start there. And I also want to be able to say that it's not me, it's them. Every single season when it ends, for at least the last 3 to 4 seasons, I have been dealing with this, going back and forth. It's not me, it's them. I know a lot of people think it's me. NeNe holds out to the last minute. NeNe's holding out. That is not NeNe. NeNe is not doing that. A negotiation does take time. But I can't move their pens any faster than they move them themselves. I can't make their emails work. There's been a lot of talk on both sides about issues. Every single last 3 years, there's so much issues with NeNe, and it's going on. So I'm still in a hope.
So before we continue, I just want to let you guys know that this video was actually via the Shade of Atlanta by way of the Neighborhood Talk. So shout out to the Shade of Atlanta as well for bringing the clips from NeNe's live from earlier.
I don't know why. There's a lot of different things coming from the other side. One of the things I know that was said was that, let me think of something. I know they told me about 3 or 4. There's been a lot of things, but one of the issues that we have addressed is that the other side said to my side that she calls herself a queen, the HBIC, and quite frankly, we are tired of hearing that. Oh, well, I am a queen. I am Greg's queen. I am Brent's queen. I am Bryson's queen. And I am a Black queen. So you won't be not hearing that anytime soon. I will continue to say I'm a queen because I am. The other thing was, I wonder did Porsha get that same call? Because I know I don't want a crown. So I wonder if she considers herself a queen. I wonder did she get that same call? And also, another thing that I know was addressed was that I was told that I hit one of the producers, and they could have prosecuted me for that if they wanted to. Well, they showed the tape to everybody who was watching. I never hit any producer. It was my camera guy. I grabbed his t-shirt and his t-shirt tore. So I think everybody knows that. He's a huge guy. You can go find him and interview him if you want to and ask me if NeNe ever put her hands on him. And I did not. I grabbed his t-shirt and I pulled his t-shirt on a crown. Made it tear. Now, I wonder would they prosecute Teresa from New Jersey when she pushed Andy down at the reunion? You wonder if they had that same conversation with her?
That's a good point.
I was curious about that. I wonder if they had that conversation with her. Yeah. Well, another thing I know that was addressed was that I closed my computer early at the reunion.
Oh,
well, I addressed
yeah.
that already, and then I addressed it again because, I mean, since it was brought up, I figured we might as well answer it again, right? So I closed my computer early, and rightly so. During the season 12, I was told, sent emails and text messages that a certain person could no longer film with me. Made it tear.
I'm wondering if that's Giovanna.
I was saddened by that because I was okay with them filming with me. Actually, I felt like they were cool at that time, so I didn't have a problem with them filming. They not only told me, they told that person that they weren't allowed to film anymore. So, and they texted to me, right? So once they were able to get that person to switch over to the other side with that group that they had twisted over there, then they were suddenly allowed to show up at the reunion. So I felt like, why do I need to be here? I have text messages and emails stating from you that this person isn't allowed to be here. And that's one, and I think I addressed that when that happened. The second thing is, I found it interesting because NeNe closed her computer early. Then I thought about, I closed my computer early, yeah. So does it deserve that kind of, I was saddened by that. Do you remember season 5 when all of us girls were talking to Kim about her not wanting to shoot as much? She doesn't shoot. She, comes when she wants to, leave when she wants to. We were planning a vacation around her schedule. She was pregnant at the time. And do you remember she walked out the entire season and walked into her own show? Do you remember that? You probably can go on YouTube and somewhere and get a piece of that. So I closed my computer, and it's a big deal. But this other person quit the whole show in the middle of the show and go into their own show. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just wonder. So That was one of the things too. Do you remember season 5?
All right, so guys, make sure you are following the Shade of Atlanta. I just went and clicked the follow button right there to show my support. But let's get on down into it real quick. Listen, that was some stuff right there. I, for one, am very interested in it because I like knowing the behind the scenes negotiations and contracts and stuff like that of the shows. You know what I'm saying? And this to me is like a real good behind the scenes look at the drama that's apparently going down. And honestly, shout out to NeNe for being so transparent with this situation. Listen, it's looking more and more likely that she might just be indicating that it's time to make some moves on from this whole situation with that good Bravo. You know what I'm saying? And I think we actually had a whole nother site. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up something because I think our friends over at the good Atlanta _Housewives had something for us too. Let me just see if I can pull that up real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, they got a part of it too. So let's look at that real quick as well, because apparently it was more to the story. Okay, so we're gonna go on over there and check this part out too.
But yeah, who that is. But they talk to because these people, I don't know, it's a lot going on. But you know what? I just know that I've gotten lots of emails and text messages, and I've told you guys that I will tell you what's happening with me. And this has gone on for so long, and it's no reason for it to go on this long. It's so disrespectful, I think. And I said I'm going to always let you know and hear from my mouth exactly what's going on. So I'm telling you right now, at this moment, it is not me, it's them. We have been cooperative here. There's, again, lots of opportunities were taken from me. I have tons of emails from 2008, but up until recent, and I don't have any problem talking about them, sharing my contracts and everything, because in the things in the emails that when these conversations were started, how these opportunities just disappeared. You know, look, everybody has the right to be able to have a livelihood and to be able to work without opportunities being taken away from them. So if this is not the place for me to work, I'm fine with that. I can carry on and go somewhere else. Just don't stop my opportunities in other places. So that's what I would really like to do up until.
All right, so make sure you guys are following Atlanta _Housewives as well. Thank you to them for bringing the tea as well. So, guys, it looks like NeNe is indicating that Bravo is trying to stop her bag. You know what I'm saying? And at least that's what I'm gathering from the situation. So it's interesting to me that she says that it's been happening since 2008 when she first got on the show. And I wonder if this is a Mariah type of situation where maybe she was owed something more than what she actually got. You know what I mean? I don't really know what she's alluding to. I mean, we got a lot of good information from this, but we still need a little bit more to really understand what is really going on down to the Bravo with NeNe and them. But let me ask you guys a question. With everything that we know up to this point, right? Especially if you've been watching this video, like, what do you think that NeNe should do at this point? Should she stay on the show and should she continue her negotiations with the show, or should she just let it go and move on to some different things? Let me offer you guys this. We've been talking a lot in our little chats and discussions about, you know, ownership and owning your content and stuff like that. You know, maybe it's time for her to just, you know, go ahead and develop something of her own and take it someplace else. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of feel like when you're a cast member on the show, you are really at the mercy of the show, the network, the executives, the production company. And so you don't always have the say so to get things done, to move things the way that you need them to move, or to count on everybody to be fair based on your perception of what fair is, right? So for me, it's kind of like maybe this is her opportunity to close one door and open up a whole brand new door. Now, for me personally, I love her on Real Housewives of Atlanta because I feel like, you know, I'm really attached to a certain group of those ladies on there, and especially ones that have been there from the beginning. But with the way things are playing out in the media, I feel like it might be kind of hard for her to kind of get back into the good graces of the network after airing out, you know, all of this information. It's kind of like if you went out right now and, you know, you kind of put out what was going on at your job behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Part of me feels like, you know, I stand your ground, but move on to your and do your own thing, because it can work. It can work. And she can have life after Housewives and be very profitable. We look at somebody like a Bethany Frankel. You look at a Lisa Vanderpump. Even though Lisa is still a part of that family, Lisa would still be probably profitable without that family. Not necessarily sure how she would fare in this pandemic or whatever, but you know, I just think that clearly there are opportunities for NeNe on networks that are not Bravo, but still under the NBCU umbrella. So she could potentially find something else in some other arena. And I just watched an interview with Claudia Jordan on Fox Soul, and she interviewed Carlos King. And Carlos King really credits NeNe for being, he called her the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So he definitely, you know, see something in her. And so maybe it's a situation where he partners with, where they partner together to create something on their own, because what he has created with Love and Marriage Huntsville is literally top notch to me. To me, it is. Like it's compelling television. And so I do think that if NeNe has the ideas, the creative output, the connections that she has, there's no way that she can't do something else and be extremely profitable at it and have ownership in the same vein. That's just my thoughts on the situation. And with regards to the things that, you know, she said in, you know, her live, there are a lot of people who have, even a lot of you guys have commented that you don't like it when she calls herself the HBIC or the queen, and people felt like that went to her head. And I definitely can understand that, because it kind of sort of like, I feel like we've gotten tired of hearing that. I kind of feel like, you know, that was not a good example for her to use in this moment. But I do feel like you could tell that there was something not right between her and the network, with everything we saw from her texting Wendy Williams that she quit, with things that we saw on the show with the cameraman from last year, as well as with, you know, her leaving the reunion, her complaints about what happened with her and Giovanna. You know, a lot of different things happen. And so we know even from last season with her contract sort of being delayed, so to speak, now she's letting us know that it wasn't her fault. It was the network's fault. So it's interesting to see how this whole situation is shaking out. My last question to you guys in the chatterization is this. You know, do you think that the Real Housewives of Atlanta will be as successful if NeNe departs the franchise? Just give me a yes, it will be successful, or a no, I don't think it'll be successful without NeNe. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. I see it's kind of split right now down the middle. It's looking like, based on the votes, I see some no's, I see some yeses. Nope. So a lot of you guys feel like, you know, the same way, you don't want to see NeNe leave the show, and some people would be willing to see it without her. They say I believe Carlos King said in his discussion with Claudia Jordan, that seasons, I think it was 6 and 9 were the highest rated seasons. And season 9 was the season where NeNe was not there. And we had the whole Phaedra, Kandi, Porsha dungeon situation go on. So clearly the show can go on, but do you think it would be as successful? I guess that's the thing. Because NeNe, for whatever, whether you like her or not, she makes headlines. And that could be a good or a bad thing for the network. I think it's usually a good thing, but it could be a bad thing when it's headlines for speaking out against the network. So we'll just have to see how it plays out and what happens next, because this was a major reveal for a lot of us reality TV show fans, and I'm going to be interested to see what everybody has to say about it. I tend to watch a lot of a lot of news regarding Housewives and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing shakes out. But you guys, let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I just wanted to bring you guys this quick news update. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell button. Subscribe to the texting community if you guys haven't already done so. It's just a way for me to communicate really quickly with you guys when I'm about to drop a new video. And so you guys will always know when the new video drops, because some people don't always get the notifications. So this way you'll know. With that being said, you know what? I will see you in the next video.